All right, gentlemen, welcome to this week's Coffee and Conversation titled I Walked Away. I crashed my motorcycle yesterday. Scary, actually. I didn't, in the moment, I didn't have time. At the hospital, I noticed my hands got shaky and I got real emotional. But I crashed a rather heavy, large bike with platforms for my feet and highway bars, which really probably made a huge difference. And I walked away. I've got some broken ribs. And for the next few weeks, I will be reminded of this crash every day. My shoulder may or may not have a rotator cuff issue. We'll give it some time. I landed on my shoulder when I got thrown off the bike. Hit the ground, a lot of pain. I think I rolled a couple. I'm not even 100% sure at this point. I know afterwards I was rolling around, basically going, because I was in so much pain. And I just didn't know how bad it was or wasn't. 3 people stopped. Wonderful, kind people. They were like, do you want us to call an ambulance? And I'm like, I don't know yet. I was trying to get my bearings. It's funny. I stay pretty cool and calm under pressure. The last 2 times I've kind of been has been car accidents or motorcycle accident and a car accident. And I think it's the adrenaline is just bam and then holy cow. But I walked away, albeit a little hunched over and in a lot of pain. I broke a couple ribs, tore up my shoulder. I've got a chunk missing out of my leg and some road rash, but I'm alive. Still got an amazing girlfriend. Great kids. I have an amazing life. I didn't suffer spinal cord injury. I didn't lose a limb. I lost a little bit of money between some deductibles and all. That's the price you pay for living. Very appreciative of how fortunate I am. 10, 15 years ago, I would have been angry. I'd have been pissed off for days at myself. It's truly only my fault. I wasn't speeding, which is the ironic part. But the car in front of me slammed on the brakes. I slammed on the brakes and went into a skid. And the police at the scene pulled up the video. They're like, he was handling it really well until he hit the curb. And that's when I got thrown to the ground. Here I am. So if your relationship crashes and burns and you get to walk away, it means you get to live and start over another day. I have a friend whose nephew was in a motorcycle accident literally 2 days before, 3 days before. He's still in the hospital. So I consider myself very lucky. I walked away from it. Even if you're struggling in a relationship that ultimately doesn't survive, men, you still survived. You'll be a better man, and you will live to love another day. You'll still have your kids. You'll still have maybe a wonderful girlfriend at some point, your friends. There's a lot of things we forget to be grateful for because we're too busy being angry or distracted by shiny objects. If you're in relatively decent health, count your blessings. 2 broken ribs, and I consider myself very lucky as of last night and today because I walked away. And it was scary. I ended a 38-year streak of not ever laying down a bike. It came to an abrupt halt, and I don't bounce really well, it turns out. That kind of sucked. So I know some of you are going through the hardest thing you ever have in your life because I've been there. Hold on to your kids, hold on to your friendships, hold on to your self-love and respect, and understand that you're going to be okay. All right, guys, have a great week.